Dream's manhunts aren't just legendary, they're cinematic, suspenseful, and way too perfect. But are they real? Or are we watching something scripted? In this video, we're gonna look into the manhunts, the clues, and the truth behind Dream's viral empire. Keep in mind, this video is for entertainment purposes, not to spread hate. So let's begin with part 1, how Dream took over Minecraft. Let's rewind a bit, back in 2019, when Minecraft was slowly climbing back into the spotlight, mostly thanks to PewDiePie, but then out of nowhere Dream showed up and everything changed. He wasn't your average Minecraft YouTuber, no survival series, no fancy builds. Instead, he dropped something completely different: Minecraft Manhunts. One guy trying to beat the game while his friends, who he called the Hunters, would chase him down and try to kill him. Simple idea, right? But the way Dream did it, it was on another level. His manhunts felt like movies, the pacing was perfect, the music, it built tension, and the plays, they were insane. Like jumping off a cliff, placing a boat mid-air, landing in it, and escaping with a half heart, kind of insane. Viewers couldn't stop watching, the views exploded, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million people were hooked. But then came the question. A few fans started spotting something weird. They questioned themselves. How is every single moment this intense? How does he pull off clutch after clutch without messing up once? That's when the whispers started. Is this scripted? Is this all just edited to look better? And honestly, it's a fair question, because when you rewatch some of the biggest moments, things start to look a little too perfect. Moving on to part 2, breaking down the manhunt formula. To understand whether Dream's Minecraft manhunts are real or fake, we first have to break down what makes them so unbelievably intense. Let's be honest, if you've ever watched one of his manhunts, you've probably found yourself yelling at the screen, clutching your phone in suspense, or just saying, "No way he survives this." And that's exactly the point. Dream's manhunt videos follow a very specific formula, and it's part of why they blew up so quickly. The moment the timer starts, the adrenaline kicks in. Dream is off, running, crafting, plotting, while his hunters are already hot on his tails. And let's not forget those death-defying escapes that happen again and again and again. Whether it's clutching with the boat midair, enderpearling across lava lakes, or trapping all 5 hunters in one single stroke, it feels like something out of an action movie. It's almost too perfect. So naturally, the internet started asking, can this really be 100% legit? Or is it just a carefully choreographed performance? Let's get into the first red flag, the hunter's behavior. Sometimes the way the hunters act feels suspicious. They miss obvious chances to kill Dream. They hesitate. They fall for simple traps that, with their Minecraft experience, they should have seen coming. It leads some fans to argue that maybe, just maybe, they're not trying their hardest. Or maybe they're even acting out a scripted role. But here's the counter argument. These are Dream's friends. They're not professional PvPers. They're not competing for money. They're just a part of the content. So maybe they're not always playing perfectly. But that doesn't mean it's fake. It just means that they're not focused on winning. They're focused on making the video entertaining. Another thing worth mentioning is Dream's unbelievable consistency. In almost every manhunt, he pulls off every clutch after clutch, as if he's rehearsed them 100 times over and over again. Some fans think that this is proof of scripting. Others argue that Dream is simply that good and he's also the one editing the video, meaning we only see the best takes, the moments where everything lines up just right. But that brings us to a huge gray area, the editing. Dream's manhunts are often cut and trimmed for pacing. There are jump cuts, shifts in scenes, even some weird camera switches. That alone doesn't make it fake, but it does blur the line. If he edits out 20 minutes of running around and only shows the 30 seconds where something epic happens, we're not gonna see everything. We're seeing a curated highlight reel. Still, is it really a bad thing? Think about your favorite action movie. You know it's not real, but it's entertaining you because of how tightly it's edited, because its timing is perfect. Maybe Dream's manhunts aren't documentaries, Maybe they're action movies set in Minecraft, and if you look at it that way, whether they're real or not becomes a less important fact. What matters is the experience, it's the entertainment, it's the tension and the hype. The feeling you get when Dream pulls off a trick you've never ever seen before. Keep watching because this video is gonna get crazier and crazier. Also, remember to subscribe. Let's move on to part 3. Now let's take a deeper look into something crucial that often gets brushed aside by Dream's fans, which we already mentioned, the editing. When you're analyzing whether something is scripted or manipulated, the edit is one of the first places you should look. And Dream's Minecraft Manhunts, they're edited like movies, not like Let's Plays. The pacing, the dramatic zooms, the perfectly timed music drops. Sure, it makes for incredible content, but it also gives Dream full control over what we do and what we don't see. Take this as an example. In multiple manhunts, there are moments where the hunters just stop chasing. They have every opportunity to kill Dream. He's outnumbered, low on gear, or trapped, yet somehow they pause, split up, or make oddly poor decisions. Why is that? One theory is that these moments are cut together to just fit and shape a more exciting story. Another is that Dream and the hunters planned out certain beats in advance. And before you say that I'm reaching, remember, Dream himself admitted in his now deleted Reddit post that some things were slightly coordinated for entertainment value. Now let's address the infamous nether boat clutch. Here's what happened. Dream is trapped by the hunters and his only option is to jump across the lava. But how is he gonna do that? So what he did next is something insane that I've personally never seen before, and I bet none of you have. What he does is he places himself inside a boat and starts flying, or I guess sailing, across the air. And somehow, out of pure coincidence, a ghast just trails by at the exact moment that Dream is going across, and he lands on top of the ghast and jumps from the ghast onto the other side safely. It was insane. The hunters went wild. Dream started screaming like he's never done before. People went wild over that, but professional speedrunners and PvP YouTubers analyzed the clip and noticed something strange. How is it that as soon as he went inside the boat, a ghast came by? It just didn't make sense. The chances of that happening would have been so incredibly low. So it just raised some questions all around. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Dream once said in a stream, if a manhunt is boring, we just won't upload it. That alone confirms they don't upload everything that happens. They just curate the story. And if they're cutting out entire sessions, who's to say they're not redoing parts? If one clutch fails, maybe they're like, let's just try this again off camera. It just reminds us that you can't fully trust everything you see online. But then again, if it were real, now the problem is we don't know whether to trust it or not, because there's just that much fake content out there in the world right now, especially with the creation of AI. It's insane how much people don't trust anything they see anymore, and rightfully so. And another red flag is the hunter's behavior. And Frost, George Not Found, Sapnap, and Bad Boy Halo. They're all good players, yet they routinely make questionable decisions. In short, it's not that Dream's manhunts are fake in the way that movies are fake, but they're not raw gameplay either. They're constructed narratives, designed to be entertaining first, authentic second. So once you start watching his videos with that mindset, you start to notice that all of these little things don't add up. To understand how Dream's manhunts may not be entirely real, we have to examine Dream himself. We have to look into what he's said and what he's not said, and how his story has shifted over time. Because when someone is constantly trying to defend the authenticity of a highly polished cinematic series, the truth has a way of slipping through the cracks. And with Dream, there are plenty of cracks. Let's start with his original claim. In multiple videos and tweets early in the Minecraft Manhunt series, Dream proudly said that the content was 100% unscripted, and that every moment that happened naturally. That's a bold statement, but as the manhunts get more and more unbelievable, fans started to ask questions, and Dream, he started to change his tone. I think this mix of reality and storytelling is what actually helped Dream's Manhunts go viral and stay relevant for so many years. It's a unique blend that combines the excitement of competitive Minecraft with the emotional highs and the lows of a scripted series. Looking forward, the question is, does it matter if the Manhunts are fake? For the millions who watch, the thrill, the suspense, and incredible gameplay moments are real enough. Dream and his crew have created a new genre of Minecraft content, one that blurs the lines between gameplay and entertainment. And in the end, Dream's Minecraft Manhunts aren't just about who wins or who loses. They're about community, creativity, and storytelling in gaming. Whether fully real or partially staged, the impact they've had on Minecraft and YouTube is incredible and it's undeniable. So tell me down in the comments below, what do you think? Were Dream's Minecraft Manhunts real or were they scripted? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Go watch all my videos on my channel and have a good day. Goodbye.